Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome to a little bit of COD Ghost gameplay commentary. I've got my first ever chem strike on YouTube here. This isn't actually my first ever chem. I did get a chem strike a few weeks ago, but I wasn't recording. But it was practically the same setup with the suppressed AK12 on, well, playing blitzed, and I think this gun's a little bit overpowered, but I'll go into that in a second. But yeah, it normally takes me a little while to get like these big streak achievements in a new Call of Duty for a couple of reasons. I mean, first of all, I spend the first couple of months just grinding out gold camos for shotguns, LMGs, snipers. So I like to show off some of the weapons that people wouldn't normally use, and most of the time they end up being weapons that actually aren't that great. So it takes me a couple of months to get stuck into the best weapons, and now I've just decided just to go at the assault rifles, and sometimes, as well as getting gold camo, I'll just kind of play for fun. I'll just play to get a nice score, see what I can do. Although I have to say, I do tend to find there's a certain way of playing to get a streak like this, and I don't really enjoy that, and I don't really think it's how the game's meant to be played. It feels a little bit cheap, and I do feel like this is a bit of a dirty chem strike. Like, it's not legitimate in a way. I mean, it's 100%, you know, there was no cheating or anything, but I kind of feel like, you know, if I wanted to play the game as it was meant to have been played, I'd have got some captures and stuff. I think I only get one capture, but my whole plan here was just to get a high streak. After I got a few, I thought, well, you know what, let's see how this goes. And a couple of the enemy team, like that guy in particular, he just kept running across the middle. I swear he didn't have his gun like aimed in, like down sight or anything. He just keeps running, which makes it really easy for me to kill him, especially with an aimed down sight AK12, which is absolutely ridiculously overpowered. I mean, this gun is the gun. I mean, I haven't played around with the Remington too much, and people say that the Remington's a strong gun as well, but all you have to do with this gun is just aim down sight, and as long as your accuracy is decent, you will outgun everyone all the time. I mean, apart from obviously a sniper rifle, if that gets you with a one hit, or someone who's really good with a marksman, but you don't see many marksman rifle players in this game. They're not that popular, apart from I think it's the MR28. Is that a marksman? Yeah, it's a marksman rifle. That one's not bad, but I definitely think this thing needs a nerf. It's too strong, way too strong, drops people way too quick compared to all of the other things, and especially compared to the SMGs. I feel like the SMGs are so weak in this game, and I normally love, you know, there's always one SMG that I love, and it's normally the longer range SMG, and I think the Vector is the longest range one in this game, and I find myself using it. I'm just like, damn, the recoil, anything other than very close range is just unmanageable in this game. And with the maps obviously being a little bit larger than we used to in a lot of the Call of Duties, or definitely most of the maps anyway, I just found it really difficult. So I've been trying the MTAR and Vector as well, and I think my next weapon guide is actually on the MTAR, and I was playing with it and I was thinking, why the hell would you ever use this instead of an AK or a Remington, or even, to be honest, most of the assault rifles are all pretty strong, but especially the AK12 and the Remington. But what do you guys think? Do you think the SMGs are too weak in Call of Duty Ghosts? You hardly see anyone use them. Sometimes you'll see someone use a Vector or an MTAR, but in general, like the Vepar, I thought that would be really deadly, but it takes way too many shots to kill at close range. You know, although technically it's not meant to take too many, I just tend to get so many hit markers with that gun. And the CBJ in the case there, and you know, hit marker machines, again, you need something that's kind of multi-purpose, and the SMGs just really struggle to do that. But the assault rifles are king in this game. I'd like to see the AK12 and the Remington get a little bit of a nerf, unless the other guns are all going to get a bit of a buff. This thing's a little too strong for me. Maybe a slightly slower fire rate, I don't know, even that's quite a slow fire rate already. But let me know what you think. Do the SMGs need a bit of a buff? Are they too weak? Are the assault rifles overpowered, or is it balanced absolutely fine? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, getting a nice cheeky chem strike. Even playing in this manner, it's not always that easy to get a streak that big. While you're here, why not support the video? Smash that like button. I'll see you guys next time.